But then when I get to measure 9 in the left hand, I see that the left hand does start reading in bass clef. So I need to be aware of where those clefs might change in this piece of music. Okay, the next thing that I want to be aware of as I continue to survey this tune, and again, these are all the things that I do to look at this piece of music before I even start playing it, before I even start putting my hands to the keyboard. I'm looking at this music and trying to find out, what information I need to know and what's going to be helpful to me so I can anticipate what I'm going to encounter. And the next thing is going to be the form. Okay, so when I say form, I really mean like the roadmap, the direction that I'm going to follow. If I'm going to have any repeats, where I'm going to end the piece of music, things like that. So we're going to learn a couple musical terms that relate to the form in this piece of music. And the first is this word right here at the very last measure. We're going to see DC al fine. And what that just basically means is that we're going to go right back to the beginning of the music. So when we get to the end, the very last measure, without stopping or pausing or anything like that, in the same flow, in the same time of the rhythm of the music, we're going to jump right back to the beginning. And we're going to continue to play until we see the word fine, which means end. So in other words, we're not going to end when we see the word fine the first time. We're going to play right through it the first time and continue to play until we get to the end of line 4. And when we see DC al fine, that means go back to the beginning and play to the fine, play to the end. So that means we go back to the beginning, play line 1, play line 2, and then end when we get to the double bar in line 3. Okay, so that's our form, that's our roadmap. And now the last piece of information regarding surveying this tune is not really a survey question, it's more of a preparation question. Do you have your metronome ready? We're going to be doing a lot of practice in this lesson using our metronome. It's very important as we learn to read these rhythms and play these rhythms with a good sense of time. So I want you to have your metronome handy. Now, nowadays, you can have the old-fashioned metronome that you just purchased. It's a little device that either clicks or swings back and forth and clicks. That's fine. If you're using a keyboard, a lot of the new keyboards have a metronome built in. This one that I'm using today does. So I'll be using this click on the keyboard. And what I've been doing recently is so many of my students have smartphones now, you can get a free app. And you can also pay for the upgraded features of the metronome. But you can go on your iPhone or your smartphone and download a free app, metronome. And the one that I'm using right now is a free version. There's probably 5 or 6 different free versions that I found. And I downloaded it, and it works great. And I can always sort of have it with me because I pretty much always have my phone with me. So that's what I would encourage you to do. You're going to see me using the metronome a lot in the lesson. And I'm going to be telling you to go ahead and use it when you pause the lesson and start practicing on your own. Okay? So those are all the things that I'm thinking about when I'm surveying this piece of music before I even start playing, so that I'm ready now to anticipate all the things I'm going to see when I start playing this piece of music.
Thanks for taking a look at this video. If you'd like to be notified the next time I release free content on YouTube, you can click on the subscribe button on this page. It's absolutely free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now, if you'd like to study with me for free for 30 days, click on the Piano Success Playbook in the bottom left-hand side, and you'll get 30 days of lessons absolutely free of charge. I look forward to working with you in the next lesson.